that shit gonna be?
Nothing.
Motherfuckers still just heard they work for the company.
Yeah.
After all that, they be like, "But do I get to come to the Christmas party?" Yeah. Okay, so I'm in the building, right?
Pretty much.
Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and suggest to HR we do this. Yeah. Nigga, that's just how it works sometimes. Titties, big ass titties.
Big giant titties.
It's like a mini conversation before
giant
the titties.
Yeah, nice size titties. I don't need big giant titties. That sounds excessive.
Yeah,
I wouldn't know what to do. No big giant
it's a late
titties.
Sunday, yeah.
I definitely don't got big giant titty energy right now. Like big giant. It's the big giant titties we laid on this table right now. I just be like, I give them a thumbs up at best. I'm gonna go to bed after.
Got some regular titties and a nice bra energy right now.
Yeah,
that's
I just would like them around. I don't even know if I really necessarily want to do nothing with them. Just nice titty energy, just around me. It's the best I could do for y'all right now.
That's the best I could do for y'all. What the fuck is going on this week?
2nd of 2019. Back with these goddamn twice a week. Y'all welcome. Consistency.
Definitely not consistent because it's like the 13th and it's the second episode of the year. So we missed some time in between. Some fucking weird. But fuck it.
Whatever. We getting,
The government is shut down, nigga. That's why. It's what it is. The government shut down. Blame Donald.
I believe you can blame a lot of shit on Donald.
Quick question. Who do niggas hate more, Robert or Donald?
I think.
Like, Donald ain't really did. Well, Donald has done shit.
I think long term, you hate Donald. I think like right now though, Robert got like 6
Robert got some steam
stars.
on him.
Robert got 6 full.
Nigga said Robert got 6 stars like it's GTA.
Robert got 6 stars and is fucking going for it.
It's a helicopter following that nigga.
It's 5. It's about 4 or 5 helicopters on Robert. Robert got it, boy. Like
nigga say, yeah, man, government shut down. Trump not even trying to hear shit. He ain't want to talk to old Nancy and Chuck. He say, get that nigga a wall.
Nigga keep tweeting and shit.
A wall.
Dog, give bro like
bitch ball to this wall, and we really fucked up. They gave the GoFundMe money back.
Bro, I'm gonna mail that nigga Jenga set or some Legos. Just
he don't want that.
Figure it out.
Say he want a wall.
Like, fucking to the point where what was that shit like? Federal prisons was like, hey, just
bro, government shut down the prisons. The nigga said it's like, a risk of escapes. We telling y'all this right now.
Just letting y'all know, bro. Like, I know I could clock right now when my shit finna run out. And say, hey man, look, it's gonna be a couple.
But they never said they wasn't gonna come to work. They said it's a chance. Prison escapes is gonna rise. They say we ain't coming.
Them niggas finna be at work on Twitter. Just shit, is that nigga getting stabbed? That's crazy.
Niggas gonna be there talking to the guards like, yo, Mexican got boots on, man.
Yo.
Mexicans got boots on.
We're gonna walk up to the good inmate like, hey man, like I'm gonna let you know, bro, cause you've been cool the whole time I've been in here since I got this job. I'm be out this bitch by 11 o'clock.
What?
11 o'clock when, sir? 11 o'clock, like.
Tonight. Oh no, man, you good? 11 o'clock is at the lights out. Nah, man, I'm going at 11 a.m. Man, we about to strike.
Hey man, wait, you gotta relax, bro. You see your man's over there. That man said he been wanting this ass since 2009.
Right.
Do you understand what 10 years of build up would do? I'm just,
this prisoners in there worried right now.
Chief, everybody talking about escapes and like some niggas finna get rapade in there, okay?
6ix9ine is worried, my nigga.
They putting that boy in a treyway. All right.
They said, nigga, this a federal strike. I mean, the federal guards is going on.
Some blickies deep in some icky stickies, ricky flickies.
That nigga said oh God. But yeah, man. All jokes aside, that's some fucked up shit, and it's gone too far. Like this is the second longest government strike, and I know people like it was multiple strikes under Obama. That's fine, but nigga, this happening today. That don't mean you get to do a long one because he got 2. No, nigga. The objective for any president should be to like let's
wrap this shit up, B.
Wrap this shit up, son.
Yeah,
wrap this shit. Like, wrap this shit up.
It's like supposed to be a hard bluff. Like you see what I could do. You see what I'm gonna do.
Yeah,
that's like, what it's supposed to be. Like oh shit. Like they still.
That's a bunch of don't make me.
Yeah.
Like that's a don't make me. I blow this motherfucker up.
Pop your motherfucker. That's what that's supposed to be.
Yeah, that's like a president saying he gonna shut the government down should be like saying you're willing to that should be the equivalent of a black man's I'll blow this bitch up.
Yeah, like all right.
We ain't got no dynamite.
Now we gotta chill. We gotta.
That's a stress reliever.
Yeah, and then he up here just asking for some shit like some I don't know. It just sounds like some comic book level shit. Like, we're gonna build a 50,000. How about
He really sound like he on some movie shit, nigga.
Bro.
Like he on top of a tower, nigga, in the middle of the city. Like, we won't give them money.
Nigga, as the
until we
resident
build a
comic book
wall.
nigga, like Lex Luthor ain't got shit on Trump right now, bro.
Yeah,
like
Donald, my nigga. Like,
we need
it's
the
getting
Justice
reckless,
League.
bro.
Aquaman just blew up the box office. Somebody call Jason Momoa to get rid of this nigga.
Nah, we need all of them.
Bro.
We need to tell Robert Downey Jr. to stop drinking, put on the suit,
Robert somewhere doing yoga. Like, put that goddamn suit on, bro. Like,
tap that little glass on your chest, so nigga, and fix this.
shit. Yeah, man. He's I don't know, like, cause if you really wanted to, niggas be getting in planes. You be, you know, I know I'm not the world's biggest politician, but you send troops and resources 50 billion miles away. You could go. We can drive to San Diego tonight and get a good jog and be in Mexico. So like, if you really wanted to fix some shit, we in everybody else business. Let's get down there and be like, hey man, look, like what y'all need to just let's get this country stable.
That's what we won't do.
Exactly. Like, and niggas up here talking about a wall. Like the issue, if you really wanted to fix some shit, go down there. And
We all know it's way too many government interests in Mexico and what cartel leads.
Where's the blow,
like,
baby?
It's not even. I mean, yeah, we all know like the
blow, baby.
like that shit is about control and about a whole bunch of other shit. But
They couldn't even keep El Chapo on the feds, dog. Like niggas down there looking at Trump. Like, come down here if you want to, bro.
I think he the nigga that like El Chapo, the nigga that made them be like, yo, we gotta do something because these niggas embarrassing us. Like, not only they running a buck, but when we try to stop them, this nigga's escaping.
Yo.
He escaped in a cell where he had 24 hours single surveillance. Like, he had multiple cameras in his cell watching him. He still escaped. Come on, man.
All that and y'all think a wall gonna stop, man. Shut up. Go there,
Come on, man.
and lead him in. Just get him like, go on.
Mexicanos ain't building fucking walls around me.
Goofy ass wall. Like if you know, if the country's not doing well, then you know, we in everybody. Like I said, we in everybody else's business. If you wanted to really fix the issue, you go help
Your neighbor.
Like really help the country. Like help them establish whatever government.
You sitting here going,
works.
the neighborhood is fucked up, but your neighbor house on fire, but you going down the street to start first.
You don't want
nigga. You going down the street to cut the grass when your neighbor house is on fire.
You don't want no smoke with that, man.
Yeah.
Shut up. Build the wall. You niggas is whack.
Agreed. Speaking of some shit that was slightly whack, Sin Santana.
Oh shit, yeah.
Speaking of Latinos and Latinas in Spanish, the Spanish. Sin Santana made some statements about black men catering to them Spanish women, to Spanish women. Her words.
She had about 2 stars. Like,
She got about 2 stars.
about
Now
2
she got black women on her, nigga. That scale go up way faster.
It was hot.
Because you went and found that wasn't even like a new episode of Lip Service.
Yeah.
Like they went and dug that up. Like that was just like everything was like black women just wanted all the smoke, and since somebody just was like, let me just throw this out here, let me just see if it stick. See, I feel like when shit get riled up like that, certain people, if you got something against somebody, you get to like get that off. Like at certain moments, you be like, ooh, I don't really fuck with this person. I can get this off right now. Like I could kind of like it'd be a lot of that shit. Be a lot of that shit. You go through them shade room comments, nigga. You be like, ooh.
Shade room comments are wild. I like to stay away from that place.
Every once in a while, I take a delve.
You take it like, you take
you
a
catch
dive.
a lot of. It be a lot of bullets going on in that bitch.
it's-
You gotta have a vest to go on the shade room comments.
No,
Like
man.
you catch it, you fuck around, catch a body, and like
Yeah, that
nigga, I
shit
think
is-
like Sin got caught up in that shit. Like Sin, and then I ain't gonna hold you up. I think it's the Mona Scott machine too. You know, she gonna be on a new level of hip hop and shit. And, you know, it's no such thing as bad publicity. All publicity is good.
That's
publicity.
true. They use that shit. I think I want also
Especially because of like to villainize her a little bit, because I think the clip they showed of her and Joe was like her going through some postpartum stuff and her kind of like being.
But see, I saw a lot of that like back to back, and that's one thing I'm not gonna do. Jump on the train of like, you know, like 'cause she did apologize, and I thought the apology was cool. Like I'm not gonna be on this train of like villainizing and keeping somebody in a piece of shit place because they said some fucked up shit. Because your fave said some terrible shit. So whatever.
Your fave's done some terrible shit. So.
My thing is like. In a certain realm, Sin is not wrong. Like what she said to a certain degree isn't wrong, and I'm not saying it's right. Like I think what Sin said is okay, because I think it should start the conversation of why is that a thing? why do?
And that also could be based on fucking experience too.
Yeah.
Like that's based on experience. That's based on area. That's based on place. That's based on a whole bunch of things. Like the
Like that,
culture
like-
of where you're from. Like you may personally feel like what you're seeing is being catered to.
I think at some point.
But I think for the masses, we will agree that. Yeah.
I think
without
in a certain part, every party in her scenario, like insert Spanish woman, insert black man, insert black woman, kind of empowers somebody in there, empowers that narrative. Like, I would think there's a big percentage to black men who like act like somehow anything not black or not like as far as black women is like
the exotics.
Yeah, it's
gotta have the exotic.
It's exotic. It's
exotic
this, it's
looking
that, and
chick.
somehow they're less difficult than black women. Quotations.
Because
Now-
it's a fire. Like, nah, man, that's just because them type of girls got fire. Like,
I'm gonna say one, like everybody got difficult shit, and I would say two, to quote, the God Patrice O'Neal, on the front end, everything looks more pleasant than black women. Like black women up front, I think they are harder, I guess, or it's more of a. You gotta have shit together. Go talk to black women, but I think there's a reason for it. They're not just hard and angry and aggressive for no fucking reason. Like some, I think, abuse that power, like the power to be like, like they take being like confrontational or some shit like that and use that as in the same realm of being strong. But if you look back, I think like I don't know if we just go by American standards historically in this country and all that other shit. There was a time when they was kicking in niggas' doors if you was like, some pro-black shit, like, you going to jail, this one going to jail. Like, still, niggas go to jail for, like, you sneeze hard, you might go to jail. This puts black women in a space where, you're a parent. A parent is a two-person job at minimum. Like, black people come from it takes a village to raise a person. So you put black women in a space where they have to do everything on their own. You traditionally are making them have to take on roles that weren't meant for them. And that same thing for single fathers. So that's my thing. Like, yes, you might look at black women as being harder to deal with than the average whoever the fuck you like to deal with. But it's not just bullshit on that. And also, like, on the back end, once you kick down that door, another thing to quote Patrice O'Neal, ain't nothing you can do to black woman once that she leave you for. Like, this motherfucker be down, like 4 flat tires. If you catch it good.
I hear all that. I just think as a culture, black people, we just upfront people.
That too.
Especially like in our dating and shit. Like black people, like we just have a different outlook on shit. And I think especially black women just ain't got time for no shit. I think all women crazy. It just take a different amount of shit to make each woman's crazy come out. Mm-hmm. That's number one. So all of that shit y'all talking about, getting your windows bust out, whatever it is that you feel like that black women doing that these other women ain't doing, trust me, they doing it. They just don't tell up front that they'll do it. Black women just be quick to be like, I'll bust your fucking windows out.
Big facts.
I'll kill your car. Whatever their punishments are, like if it's like, it don't even have to be that extreme. If it's, I'll leave you. You do that to me, I'm gone. Like, they're not like other people. Like, we sit here and talk about all different races of women when we talk about, like, when we get to the root of it, like, when we really talk about it, like black men do talk about in other cultures, like, what we feel and what we believe the tendencies of those women to be, even if we ain't never dated them. Like, and 9 times out of 10, that comes from our black women telling us that, look, fuck around with that white woman if you want to. Fuck around, you get rape yelled on your ass, and all black men be running around here like Kobe. Nope, nigga, ain't gonna OJ me. Like,
not for nothing.
We think about other cultures too. Like, don't get shit fucked up. In a minute, nigga, I have friends that date Latina women. In a minute, they will tell like people, men. I think for me, I do understand what they saying, and like I do think that is true. I think black women just like get shorted on the stick just because of their honesty. Like, look,
yeah,
I'm not dealing with this. You do this to me, I'm gonna call my brothers. You do this to me, I'm leaving. You do this to me, I'm gonna call the police. You do that, and I'm gonna cut you. Like, you just get the gauntlet of all your consequences at one. I think other races and other people play this docile. Oh, this, and then it be some shit underneath their sleeve, deep underneath their sleeve. Should be in the bitch armpit.
Back end.
Yeah, like you don't even be knowing. It just be like, today this happened to you.
And I think some of us get the fetish pass, like all that. Oh my God, you're so and it turns into like that big black cock. Like I think there's a bit of we get the fantasy up front, like this the fantasy of
the
being
honeymoon,
with a black,
the honeymoon phase.
So
but for black women, you get that too. Like I mean, for all relationships, you get all the same shit. You get that 90 days of a honeymoon phase.
You get the
when
honeymoon,
you date outside your race, you get 90 days of infatuation.
I get the honeymoon phase, yeah, but I think like a lot of times niggas turn the honeymoon phase into some other shit with another race, and it's like, nigga, it's the same shit.
Yeah, no, without a doubt. That's what I'm saying. You get 90 days on the front end of bliss. It's the honeymoon phase. It's the fetish phase. Whatever you want to label it. Like I think for me, I just call it the honeymoon phase because for black women, I mostly dated black women, and I feel like that is a real thing. Like the honeymoon phase is just like a real thing. Like that's literally a real thing in relationships. Like that fetish thing is not a thing in relationship. Like that's not a real thing to me. Like, and that's quite disgusting to me.
Yeah, that's what I think. Like that's what I'm saying. Like I've
some fetishes I just ain't with. Like
like I've had
so like that 90 days of like dating. Like I don't have that haze. I don't fetishize anything. So if that's
I'm saying
to that point. Some people do. Like some people do that. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they do fetishize. Like make that a fetish. So it's like they have that fetish haze of like got a white girl, got a Latino girl, and I'm gonna parade her and do all the stuff I've been seeing other people do with them. And you put her in that situation. Like it's just a trophy. You just take it to all the places you always wanted to show your trophies off at.
Yep. And I'm looking at it from their end too, like the niceness or whatever you might think that they might not be as problematic or whatever you say, but you're not having as deep an interaction with them because they just keep looking at you as like, I got my big black blah 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 blah, and it's like
it's a trophy. It's like look at that fish I got.
Yeah, and as much as you thinking like I got me white bitch, she like this big black nigga.
Yeah, I got a nigga. Like I got one. Like my ass is fat enough to get one.
That shit.
Like I know enough rap. I know enough Travis Scott lyrics to get one. Like, yeah.
And I'm not dissing nobody who's in like love is if you in love for real, but there's a lot of that shit out there. Motherfuckers just out here, I'm trying to be, nice, but I like.
Some people really in love with the person
saying,
outside of their race they date, and some people in love with the fact they got something different.
That's a big ass thing. Like, and
some people in love.
I'm not backing up off
same way niggas be like, nah, I don't want them shoes. Everybody got them. Everybody in my neighborhood got them shoes. I don't want them. I want some different.
That's how
shoes.
Niggas treat relationships, which is.
It's how people treat mates. Shit. Like chicks be sitting here like everybody has that bag. I don't want that bag. I want that bag.
Also, not for nothing.
You be like, that ain't a bag. That's a 6'2" black man. Exactly. I'm gonna put all my stuff in him.
All that. Not for nothing. Like some of this. Like I know what is Sin Santana like? What is she, Puerto Rican or whatever?
Sure.
Is she?
Sure.
Okay. Like
yes, whatever. Like let's just do it.
Yeah. I just like. I don't know. She did like the Afro Latina thing, and like she expressed that, which is cool. I gotta think this is another conversation to have, which is like a lot of like that's not some everybody got different races and shit, but a lot of y'all really the same as a motherfucker. Like you saying you from whatever landmass.
First off, she the second person that did some bullshit with the I didn't know the plight of the black woman shit. Like first off, if you motherfuckers don't get better PR people, that stop telling y'all to stop saying I don't know the plight of a black woman. You fucking do. You fucking do, because that nigga that you fucking, whatever he doing, he's sitting there telling you, like, I'm doing it because I had a rough upbringing and my mom's and went through that. Like, you knew what the fuck a plight of them was. You might not have consciously been listening to that shit because you had your fetish glasses on.
Black. Like, you around.
Everybody want to be a nigga. Nobody want to be a nigga.
Yeah, everybody's around our culture, around all this, involving and everything like that. Hip-hop culture is 100% black culture, and we just, like, let everybody in. That's one of our best and worst traits, but that's another topic. But yeah, everybody wants to be part of that until, it's a real serious topic. Then you not. No, you part of the group too.
Oh, you want to be a part of this shit till the guns go off.
Yeah, and I'm also like really big on just that. Like, just because you from whatever fucking, like I said, whatever set of islands or landmass, that's no different than my family coming from like Louisiana. I don't get to walk around and saying, look, man, I don't know about it. I'm not on that shit. It's different down there. I'm 1/14th, Louisianian. Nigga be like, you. Fuck, are you high?
Yeah, my nigga, we gonna
black.
Yeah, we gonna. You can't do it because your boat stopped earlier than mine.
Yeah, like they dropped you off early. Your Uber stopped here. My trauma Uber stopped over here. That's fine. Like
That's it. We all on the same. We all on the same block. We all stopped on the same street. That's it. Like
yeah, man. Like I'm not gonna knock you. Enjoying fucking white jeans. It's fine. Like
congratulations to you. Anyway, moving on. Speaking of I don't know this nigga like fucking Torre. Since we just talking shade room shit, let's just keep it running.
That's
Torre. After all of his rah about R. Kelly, skeleton fought, did all that goddamn talking, goddamn bone fell right out his closet.
Drop right on the floor.
Right on the floor.
Right on the floor.
He was shuffling through R. Kelly closet and a goddamn bone fell out his pocket. Torre apparently, allegedly,
a girl had like the little.
Well, I just say alleged just because I think ain't that just before somebody's been actually charged but like if there's proof of it. He made it. Well, he made an apology. The young lady is a makeup artist. She says that Torre basically on set made some obscene comments to her to the point that she got to the point she had to have people in there when she did his makeup, and then the person she was even training to take his job was another young lady, and she had her sit in, and that young lady was just like, I don't want the job if he does that. So they had a man come be his makeup artist. It was so bad that the man even texted the young lady and asked her, is Torre bisexual, because he just hit on me.
God damn.
And then
I didn't read that part.
The young lady said she had receipts and she had DMs, or she went to HR, told HR Torre was fired. And then she said she also had receipts. Oh, no, there was another shoot where she was also the makeup artist. Torre told the director he did not feel comfortable because he had harassed the makeup artist before. And that is where the DMs came in with the apologies and whatnot. Mind you, Torre is the same person that interviewed Robert Kelly, asked him about the teenage girls. Torre is in no way charged with anything close to pedophilia. This is an adult woman, but you, sir, are a harasser.
Yeah.
Harasser.
Like, everybody fling the word harassment around. Torre was out there like,
no, she went and wrote a document. Like, when somebody go write a document, when somebody tell you like, you gotta chill out, like that might just be you. Like,
and when she said the shit he was saying, it wasn't like hitting on her. It was like, I'm trying to fuck you in the ass right now. Like,
you look so good with my cum on your face. Like, these are like lines she's saying this man is saying.
It ain't shit.
Like, that was shit that you was like, oh, you wasn't even flirting. Like, I can understand if you was flirting and you was just like, oh, you look good, let me take you out. I don't understand that. But what I'm saying, that's not okay. I'm not saying I understand that. But if you could be like if those to me, like, I don't even know. Like
if bro was really trying to
you can notice body language when you say some shit like that and somebody don't feel completely accepting.
If he was shooting, like, you could get in trouble for like shooting your shot. Like, if he was like, yo, you look, like you said, like, yo, you look good, like, I want to take you out or whatever. Still probably get in trouble, but there's like maybe, I don't know, there's like a way where you can go like, oh yeah.
But in that you can recognize body language. Or somebody shoot you down and they feel like they don't really have the option to, you be like, whoa, you reserve the right to say no. Like,
yeah, no, but you flat out going, yo, I'm trying to put my cum on your face.
Did you have sex this weekend?
What?
Yeah, like, nigga, what? That's not even a character. It's kind of hard even if you're dating somebody. Like, you just start dating somebody to just hey, I just want to come on your face.
Yeah,
like,
that's
they was at work, nigga. Like, they was at work. That's
right.
Like,
he ain't got no wiggle room for that, bro.
Nah, Torre has no wiggle room. The way he's championed the Me Too movement and championed women's rights and all of these things. How you've pushed for this and this enlightenment on this, and how you've been in a place to call so many people out on it in such a harsh way. Like, not only call them out on it with judgments. It's one thing to be like, hey, it's a fire. It's another thing to be like, it's a fire that this person set at this time and they did it this way and this is terrible and we should stop this person from setting more fires. And like, you're that person.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna,
multiple platforms about Robert Kelly.
Yeah, Robert still,
which is true. Yeah. Which is absolutely true. I don't want a nigga to say that I like to harass women to ask her awkward questions, so I'm gonna let this nigga fuck kids. 100% not.
But Torre is definitely in, like, I'm not gonna put him and Robert together. I think I saw a lot of that going. No, but he's definitely like,
harassment and pedophilia are two different things. Both are terrible.
Harasser,
but like,
nigga. Robert is like super level abuser. You watch those little like.
Robert's a pedophile. That's it.
Yeah.
One person harassed someone and the other person is a pedophile.
Monster ass nigga.
So that's two whole different things. Like, we're gonna completely keep those
fucking weird.
Like, we're gonna keep those in perspective. Like, they are what they are separately.
They are,
but
we thought they
I'm
were.
just saying, yeah,
We
like
are
I'm just
not
saying for
letting them off
Torre,
the
it's just
hook.
not a good look. For nobody, it would be a good look, but for Torre, it just definitely wasn't.
Yeah, it definitely is
The
compounded
timing
by
of
the
that,
fact
like
you
we just
being,
watched you
like-
on TV for 6 nights, for 6
Yeah.
episodes.
And he was like, and it wasn't just that, like it was like his energy of, how dare you, Robert, fucking blah, 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 blah. And it's like, hey, nigga.
BET took the interview off, and like you've been on Breakfast Club, and you've done this for years.
They also tried to come for Charlamagne, but I mean, like Charlamagne has been on a number of occasions talked about like his sexual assault case, which like he had like the facts of. So I'm not really going.
His come up quarterly.
Yeah,
Like his sexual assault case literally.
yeah,
just came
like,
up
yeah.
through
It's just
bucket,
like,
bro.
oh shit, he did something happened.
He kind of had the
Let's-
Kevin Hart thing.
Yeah,
where,
let's
like,
throw Charlamagne out
and
there.
that goes back to what I was saying earlier. Like sometimes the shit be like, it's so fucking hot. Let's just throw it out here again to see if it's sick this time, or if people pay it more attention this time. Like because, and I think rightfully so. Some shit should be thrown at the boards multiple times because Bill Cosby was thrown at the boards for 30 years before it stuck.
Boy.
R. Kelly's going on 20 years before it's actually sticking. Some shit you have to do. Somebody got to get the rebound and put that back up. Some
Yeah.
shit is not actually made. It's a putback shot.
I know I'm like, a little biased as a fan, but I was like, he legit be up there like on multiple platforms like, this is the story. Not just, hey man, I got sexual assault case, I beat it. Bro, this is the story, and then goes into detail, and it's like, if you wanted to like, with the shit, everything I think, but telling us like, if you wanted to go to like the courts and look it up, this is the actual like case number, and like you could do that. Like, so I don't know, you just letting, if you just didn't like the nigga, you could like come at him for shit.
And I feel like again, we got to keep everything in perspective. For somebody like Robert Kelly, he not only had this, he had the charge once, but the action is multiple times even after the charge. For somebody like Charlamagne, there's a charge, and oftentimes with other people, yeah, there's a charge one time, you never hear about it again because sometimes victims never come forward. Let's definitely acknowledge that, but let's also acknowledge when there's no case of it, or there's no evidence of it again. We are innocent until proven guilty. Until we do get someone to speak up, unfortunately, they live in a questionable
Not in the court
innocence.
of public opinion.
Yeah, no, in the court of public opinion, you're always found guilty. You're guilty until proven innocent, without a doubt.
You probably still guilty then, technically.
Yeah, even
Depending
after
who you talking to.
that is very true. So, yeah, like that for me is kind of like that's separate circumstance. And again, to me, that's some people just throw out stuff when the topic is happening. Like you're talking about something. It's just like, hey, they like this. Like somebody just loves chicken. Every time somebody talk about grocery shopping, they be like chicken. I want. What we gonna eat for dinner? Chicken.
You heard me, right? You heard that?
Anybody heard chicken? Nobody want chicken. We ain't gonna do chicken tonight. All right. And rightfully so. If you like chicken, of course you're gonna want chicken. But sometimes you just be like, chicken don't really fit the mood.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I just think
But yeah, I'm here for like, getting trash motherfuckers out of there.
without a doubt,
I'm just saying, like,
Just a Dope Ass Podcast will always stand for getting trash niggas the fuck out of it.
Just Dope Podcast. We get trash the fuck out of it.
Now, don't get me wrong. Sometimes some shit is recyclable. Sexual assault definitely isn't one of those recyclable things. That's just trash. You're just going in the trash.
Yeah. I would
Some
say that. Like,
things, some growth. You can some of these niggas you can get some growth.
Yeah, that's my thing. Like, like I know this.
Like
is
Travis Scott is gonna take a lot of growth to me. Like I
This-
think he's a recyclable.
shit.
I want to make him. He's gonna take a lot of growth
before
though.
we get into
Like,
that, my thing is just like I think it is a theme amongst a couple of podcasts I've listened to, just to not get caught up. I'm good with people getting what they deserve, but not just this. Like we just said, like not allowing people to grow. Like I would like Travis to be able to grow from Travisness. I want not to have to just throw Travis.
Travis is burying himself deeper and deeper and
fuck,
deeper.
man.
I think Travis last month had like the comment surface. I don't even know if the Hot 97 interview was recent or if it was, but like the comments about Mike Brown, like
Yeah, that shit was dumb.
that was one thing, and then like
I want to say like
for him
even
the
in that-
Super Bowl was one thing.
I want to say
the
what
Super Bowl's a big ass
I
thing.
wish I remembered them because there was.
He was just like, we keep on assuming Mike Brown was innocent. He may be innocent. He may not be innocent. And it was just a bunch of bullshit. That's like, yo, if you if you were informed before you made this, you would see that he has actually been proven innocent. Like,
yeah, that's the danger I think of some of this fucking like everybody just has a platform as two niggas just abusing like just we got
as
all
two niggas with a platform. We just
Yeah.
feel like everybody shouldn't be able to have a platform.
Not that they shouldn't have a platform, but that you should not just think because you have this platform that you're not in like that's to me he's jumping in And the same thing, I like hold Kanye accountable for. You're not just because you have the mic in front of you, and yes, you want your thoughts to fly freely, but you are held accountable to have a bit of an educated opinion or something, or like be able, like you just saying shit that I'm like, bro, like that didn't take that wouldn't take anything. Like it took nothing for you to like just do any type of like remote research on that, or just saying some shit that I feel like some niggas just pull out the crack of their ass. Like I don't know. Like I know like this is because that topic is also like dear to me.
No, you're 100% right. That's why this is going uninterrupted. Some niggas just be like, yeah, they just whatever comes to mind, whatever they think will keep them safe. And sometimes some shit is just not the safe thing. If you got to say the safe thing or some shit, maybe you should just not fucking comment. Some things are not a safe thing. Like there's nothing that doesn't harm your endorsements or fuck up your shit. Sometimes there's nothing that you can say that is. Sometimes being neutral is worse than just don't say nothing.
Yeah, I'm not like, don't be scared to sometimes like pick a side, like
figure out a better way to be able to back out a question. I think that's an intricate question. I think that's a lot of details to that. I think I think it's something that is I'm not informed enough to speak on. Sometimes it's okay to say like I'm not even informed enough to speak on that, bro. Like
perfection. But
like it's okay. I would respect like if these, especially these young cats. Like I understand you trying to manage music and all of that, and like I'm not giving you a pass for something of that magnitude to not being tuned in, not at all. But I feel like some things I just reserve the right to be like I'm not informed enough to speak on that, bro.
Yeah, you just saying.
I don't like it. I see
bullshit.
Bad stuff happening, but as far as the intricacies of it, like the details of it, I don't know that. I don't know it. Like, to me, that's a much more acceptable and intelligent answer than what y'all just be trying to throw to be neutral and not piss off white parents that take these white kids to y'all concerts and buy y'all merch.
Facts.
And let them come to the rodeo. That's just my only thing. I don't know, man.
He's not even the one that bugs me the most about the Super Bowl. Like, I am
oh man, what bugs?
Yeah, like when I say, I mean the first album I think I've ever spent money on, and it was like, you know, a little saved up, whatever bullshit cash you get, was Stank On You. Like that's the first album. So I want to like find, you know, Big Boy don't need like, it's not like monetary.
I have no room and no ability to find nothing that for me that lets Big Boy off the hook. For those that don't know, Big Boy from Outkast is performing at the Super Bowl. Him, Travis Scott, and Maroon 5. I don't have nothing for me that allows any type of leeway for that. Yeah. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I'm absolutely sorry. When you see somebody of the magnitude of Jay-Z, someone who by all means is a peer of yours, like a peer, reaching out to the youth to not do this show, I think you should start considering the significance of what you're doing. Like, you got to weigh it on that Libra scale. Like, I understand the Super Bowl. Very few hip-hop acts have gotten to do it, and the ones who have gotten to do it, like,
those, I know, I'm pretty sure, like, it's in Atlanta, right?
It is in Atlanta.
So, I mean, I want him to do some, like, powerful shit, but I was like, Beyonce kind of got that covered. Like, she did the...
Yeah, it ain't going to get no more powerful than me. Like, you was like, not even like that. You in the little ink. Like, you in the little font on the shit. It's like Maroon 5 with Travis Scott featuring Big Boy. Like,
and that's not even enough respect on Big Boy's name as an artist, personally.
Personally, I would have felt like that. Like, I completely understand. Like, I feel like since, like, the Nelly shit, like, till you top the Super Bowl, keep your mouth on lock. Like, niggas, like, that Super Bowl shit is big. Like, you have to understand, that's 105 million people. Yeah. Like, there's more people that watch the Super Bowl than watch the NBA Finals, all 7 games combined. And that's with LeBron James and Steph Curry and Kevin Durant, nigga. Like, that's some shit for your ass. But, like, the Super Bowl tops all of that in 3 hours. $3 million for 30 seconds of ad space. Completely fucking understand the shot in the arm that it could give you. But it, to me, like, that is the ultimate crossroad of, like, your blackness in your career. And I think for that one, I would have to choose. I don't know, the Kaepernick nigga, I would have to, like, I don't know. Big Boy would have to do something incredibly black. Like, incredibly black. For me, like, he would have to, I don't know what he would have to do. Like,
I don't think it's like, that's what I'm kind of holding out for. Like, I know I don't think it's anything monetary. Like, cause like I said, like, after a while, unless you
He's diamond.
Yeah, he's got a far enough
He's got a diamond album.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like
he's one of
he's got a not a cult cult following. Like
cult following.
Yeah, he does. He does. I think he does like festivals. Like Big Boy gonna get his bag if you just
Outkast falls with Wu-Tang and Tribe Called Quest and like cult like followings in multiple countries.
So yeah, my only thought is that he got something in his bag that like
it's something that had to be incredibly black.
Cause it's
a Kaepernick jersey, like the black, like I don't even know like what you would have to do.
Yeah, I'm trying I guess besides the check, I just don't understand the payoff. And I know I'm a nigga who's sitting in an apartment right now. Like I don't understand the Super Bowl payoff. Cause
the Super Bowl don't pay.
Like I mean like toward like what does it benefit you besides I'm standing in the middle of the Super Bowl.
Well, that's what I said. Like for somebody who. I mean, like I said, the spectacle of the Super Bowl, like I said, you get all of that attention. The world watches the Super Bowl. Like 2 American teams play for the Super Bowl, and the whole world stops for that day and watches this. You are the halftime show of that. Like, don't get, like, that is a big shit for anybody. Don't, like, you got 50,000, 60,000 people in the arena already. And then on top of that, you have an extra.
I kind of just feel like
at minimum 100 million people watching worldwide.
I dig it, but I feel like the ones watching
no, there's gonna be a lot of people that have no idea who Big Boy from Outkast is.
I'm fine with that.
Like a lot of people are gonna. It's a lot of people that are gonna have to do their Googles after when he performs, who he is. There's a lot. There's people that are gonna have to do their Googles on Travis Scott.
I mean, and like that. Like I get all of it. Like you'll get more exposure, but I don't know. Like I'm saying, like at one point, like how much exposure do I need? Like I'm in movies, like, and I'm saying I still got the perspective of a nigga that got to go to work
and that's what I'm saying. Like
like if I'm in movies, if I'm,
but I'm taking myself out of that. I'm taking myself from the perspective of there is no check. I'm speaking of Big Boy, a diamond selling artist with a worldwide following with Outkast.
Mm-hmm.
I'm speaking of this guy. Like, I'm speaking of the movies, and I'm speaking of these things. Like, speaking of that guy. Speaking of the businesses and the man who has a dog kennel that sells dogs to every celebrity. I'm speaking of that guy.
Yep.
And I'm not pocket watching. These are just ventures that we know of Big Boy just as being a businessman and being a mogul. And doing an affair that is controversial and to the best of public knowledge does not give a check, does not pay. How much exposure do you need? Again, like that is the question now, being in perspective. See, when you just said, it's like, I'm a nigga that's sitting in an apartment and this nigga got a chance to be on the Super Bowl, niggas be like, well, duh, nigga, that's why you sitting in an apartment and he on the Super Bowl. But when you put in a full perspective of who he is, what is going on, what it means, the extent people were going to this, trying to stop the younger person, Travis, from doing this.
Even you, like, you got arguably, like,
it's no reason for Travis Scott to do this right now. Travis Scott is on fire. Like, that's just greed. Yeah. That's just a Kardashian move. That's a Kardashian move for me for Travis Scott. Travis Scott is on fire right now. Travis Scott can just fart on a record and people would be like, oh my God.
Yeah. Honestly, like,
Travis can fart on a record with it's lit. And people would go crazy.
Yeah.
Like, dude, what could he have possibly eaten to fart on a track like that? Like, people would go nuts for Travis Scott farting on the track.
Yeah, so
I don't like the old Drake lyric, like, buzz so hot I could probably sell a blank CD. Like, Travis Scott is at that point right now that Travis Scott could probably sell a blank CD.
So yeah, that's what I'm just saying.
Travis Scott to sell a blank CD to niggas and tell them, you gotta imagine the music. Like, you gotta imagine the music.
Hit him with the fucking Pootie Tang?
Yeah, hit the niggas with the Pootie Tang. Travis can hit niggas with Pootie Tang right now. And people would really be in the studio with, like, Chris Rock. Like, Travis done it again. Travis.
Yes. So yeah, that just, like, doubles down on my point. I just don't. I don't know.
Like, people threw away 21 Savage whole album because it was missing a Travis Scott feature that he promised. Think about that.
Yeah.
He was able to attach a 30-second Travis Scott, like, Out for the Night Part 2 is really the same song with that 30-second beat change, and that was able to be added to an album and let it be called a deluxe.
Facts.
Think about that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know. Like, at what point?
And shout out to 21 for doing that. That's an amazing business move.
Yeah, I just know like if when the money's not consistent, I think it makes sense. Like you see.
Nah, if times is hard and it's a moment for you,
Yeah,
like don't get me wrong. If niggas was just like Maroon 5, Travis Scott, and Ja Rule, I would be like, oh shit, nigga, like Ja gotta like, you know what I'm saying? I can understand. I would, Ja, Ja went to jail. Shit, I'd be like, okay.
Yeah, but these are people. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. These are people who I know, like, okay,
to the best, to still releasing albums,
and not even like consistent. Like Big Boy can go on these like couple year. I'm chilling. Like,
yeah.
So I know you don't like. You're a smart enough businessman that you parlayed your money in a very effective way. So I don't know, just for me personally, like, but I guess I feel passionately
because Big Boy's hip hop buzz is not there enough for you to like. That's what I'm saying. Like, you take too many hiatuses for your hip hop, and your hip hop buzz is still present. Like, you don't have to. I don't know.
I feel like that's for certain people who like.
I just don't fuck with it. Is what I'm saying. Bottom line.
Yeah, I think people play Big Boy though. Like, he's still not. Like for his
because we give Andre the top 5, and I think we do so much for Andre.
Himself has said that like, you know, he thinks Big Boy is a better rapper, but I think people look and people don't. I think people don't. Yeah,
Andre was a bigger persona. Like,
yeah, people don't respect like
so big.
Because I know people look at like, because I've done it myself. Like, looked at the persona of Andre and just assumed like his album was more musically, you know, farther, and he had more eclectic sounds, and you thought yourself listening to some RT shit, and then you go back and really listen to Big Boy. Then now, like, Big Boy really curates some amazing music, and I just think people like have played with his motherfucking name a little bit. Like,
look, man, some shit I just be feeling like because the nigga used a few words people the average nigga don't understand, and did it over a beat that made you feel a little bit something more than a hip hop beat normally does, and had a few more sounds and had a few Indian flutes in the background. Niggas be like, yo, that nigga was so deep, son. He was so deep. Like, nah, man, his when he rapped, it make you feel. It's lyrics you could feel, and you be like,
they both do that.
You be like, dog, nah, man, that's the Indian flutes, man. The Indian flutes, that's that Yanni in the background, son. That's that Yanni in the background. They just make you feel different. Yeah. That nigga got a Sade sample in there, so you just fucked up. You got a haze, and I think like Big Boy is like black women. Like we and Andre is like a Latino chick. Like we got the fetish glasses on for Andre. Like we fetishize Andre just because he gave us great shit and stops. Big Boy just keeps giving us great shit, so we just take it. I think we just take it for granted a little bit.
Yeah, I think people
I think definitely. The OGs that keep just constantly releasing good ass lyrics and good bodies of work. When you talk about like Big Boys and Jadas and Styles P and the Wu-Tangs and the Ghostfaces, the Buns, the Rizzes and the Jizzes and the Chef. Like when you talk Method Man, we talk about Redman. I think some of these legends just been giving us good shit for so long. It's just like
fucking Ghostface just dropped some shit a couple months ago. Like, and I've heard nobody talk about it unless it's you and me. Like
granted, but I don't think Big Boy's in that situation. I hate he's doing the Super Bowl, and I feel like we should move on because we've talked about this for a long time.
Oh, speaking of duos that I really like, am mad that like might be fucking up. You know, like Ray Sherman. I didn't know how much I gave a shit about that,
man.
Till I was like, oh shit, man. Like that.
Man, summer coming up. Hell yeah, we give a fuck about Ray Sherman music.
That nigga Slim Jimmy said about some shit ain't no more shrimp. I was like, y'all niggas better get in there.
I knew that was coming. I knew that was coming because they did the double album. The double album is always indicative of like
it's
shit.
It's the Outkast move.
It's the like
you do the 2 album and then like the One of Us and then this is it.
I don't think it's a this is it. I think it's a like this is what y'all want. And this is some other shit that we need to talk about really quick. Me and him gonna do out like I think that's what them other 2 albums be about. Cause them niggas gave us like 30 songs. They legit did 2 full albums. And I think for Slim Jimmy, I really feel like right now I think his little bro like got a buzz right now, and I think he kind of getting bothered. Like you see him with him on the French shit, and he wrote for Beyonce, and like
I think
nah he no bro no.
What are we doing?
No, we not just gonna skip over. This nigga wrote Formation. Sway Lee wrote.
I don't know. I don't know that at all.
Sway Lee wrote Formation. Sway Lee also wrote.
Good for you.
What was the one with French?
Oh, it's not good enough for me. Yeah.
Those are huge, bro.
Those are big fucking songs.
No, huge.
Yeah.
Huge songs.
Yeah, those are smashes.
Like Beyonce went on a Formation tour. Like the title track for the tour, Sway Lee wrote that, bro. Think about that.
Yeah.
So this is what I'm saying is that, like, you the other bro, you kind of like, well, you wrote that, huh? That's cool. That's cool.
I think
That's
shit
cool.
like that.
That's cool.
I still, yeah. See, that's
Beyonce, huh?
when people talk about like.
You talk to mama?
See.
You talk to mama? Like,
Yeah, see,
you writing for Beyonce, but have you talked to Granny? Huh? You know her blood pressure up, huh?
Fuck.
You stop while you was in the studio, call Uncle Frank? You was with French Montana, huh? You call Uncle Frank? Huh? Sharon's trying to cut him off. Like, I think the nigga Slim Jimmy. Sway Lee was in the studio with his monkey on his shoulder and shit, trying to tell him about shit. And I think Slim Jimmy just started. Slim Jimmy just started hitting the nigga with, that's cool. That's cool. You talk to mama? Huh?
I can see that.
Mm-hmm. Gal acting up.
The gal acting up. I think
while you was in Africa feeding kids. Like, niggas was quite upset.
I think that shit's whack when niggas do that shit. Like, I don't know. I look at it, not to gas us, but I always would like to think certain people hold to, like, you hold to older values. Like, if you my man's, like, you my brother, like, I'm going to talk to you. We're both fucking millionaires. I do think people play.
I don't think it'd be them though. I think it'd be like outside shit, like when you out and niggas is like, yo, you ain't getting no money.
That's where I'm headed towards. Like at some point, I think people don't respect kind of in the maybe. It might be different. I don't know. Like, I don't know these niggas' lives, but it kind of is to like what I just said about Big Boy. Actually, these niggas have a decent parallel. I think people don't put enough respect on even Slim Jimmy. Like when I'm listening to some of these songs, Sway, like them together. Like even their last project, I liked a bunch of Slim. I like Slim Jimmy.
No, Slim Jimmy shit.
That's what I'm saying. Like his shit knocks, and I think people are kind of. I think right about now, like I think people. Not to say Sway Lee's is not very talented, but Sway Lee is in a more melodic lane. Like. And that's huge now. So I think people just throw away Slim Jimmy out here. Like, no, nigga, I'm going to just rap on that ass. Like, I'm going to give y'all some shit to go to the club and turn up to, but not just repeat repetitive shit. I'm going to really rap, too.
But I think, I just think that's taken so for granted right now. And, like, melodic, I think there's always been an emphasis. Like, melodic rappers are, like, I don't know. They're like the... I don't know. They're the unicorns of hip hop. Like we've always treated them special.
Don't put enough respect on T-Pain's name. Continue.
But see, this is the thing though. With Pain, I think Pain was like denounced rap because like I think Pain first album was I'm a rapper turned singer, man. Like it was like he was literally saying like I am this now. I'm not a melodic rapper. I am this. I think if Pain would have been the father of all of this stuff if he would have just been. Like, I'm still a rapper. Like, I'm a rapper. I'm just a melodic rapper. Instead, he was like, nope, rapper turned singer, man. Like, but I think, like, people for, like, Dre was like, nah, I'm still a rapper, but roses really smell like boop, boop, boop. Like, and he just gave, like, he was spoken word over, like, Spodio the Dopalicious, and he's like, and they busting. Another nigga got shot. Nigga run around the parking lot with his shirt off, asking who else want to fuck with Hollywood Co. Like, I feel like when you hear Wale now do that, like it's things that Andre just was like, I'm gonna do all of this and just not. I'm gonna stick my flag in the ground and still say I'm a rapper though. Like I look at basically like Q-Tip, people like that. Like it's so many people, but I think like Q-Tip just got passed over because like I just think it was so many things like that. But I think like melodic rappers are just like the unicorns and shit. So like I think that's why like you see people argue that Thug is a legend and shit. Like people like Thug is because it's like Thug is the first, like not the first, but Thug is like a hardcore gangster rapper who's still like just melodic as hell, gonna wear a dress. Like he's just a variety of open. Like he's Andre like 12.0 because like Andre will wear shoulder pads and tiger pants and shit.
Well, that was some shit.
And like and so I think that like I just think it's that like people just
will blow your fucking mind.
Yeah, no,
that nigga Common had on neon dashikis and shit.
Yeah,
boy, shit.
But I think that was a dynamic that was something that was. I think that was a dynamic that was bigger than Erica. I think that was a Dungeon Family dynamic because you got to look at like CeeLo and like the Goody Mob and shit. Like they still had a like.
CeeLo's another like I know CeeLo like fucked himself up with that scandal or whatever he went through.
Yeah, I think he had like a sexual assault charge too.
But goddamn,
we gotta stop. Like scandal is like embezzlement. Scandal is scandal is bank. Like sexual assault is not a scandal.
His was something, and I want to say like not like
that's a charge.
Yeah, he was doing the.
You just got a charge until.
And I think they were finna Hollywood him. It just CeeLo came back and was like, "Look, man, like I'm like he got like I think they forgot CeeLo was a nigga from Atlanta who used to rob motherfuckers. Like it was like you know what I mean the bitch was on drugs and it was like." The voice, man. Like, you getting this fucking network TV check, see? And he was like,
think about the chair spinning, man. Think about the chair spinning.
Shit, well, I went straight back to Goody Mob. Like, I forgot y'all was fucking with you. I think I dropped these Christmas albums. And
that nigga CeeLo started lifting up his blouse sleeve. He was like, where my Dungeon Family tattoo at? Lift up these blouse sleeves. Where my Dungeon Family tattoo? I'm still a nigga. Hold on.
Yeah. Or like, I don't know. I'm like, now that I'm thinking about it, like, I could go for some more CeeLo music. I was just a big CeeLo fan.
Didn't CeeLo catch multiple charges?
I don't know.
I gotta Google before.
Once he got kicked off The Voice, I was like, damn, he might have done that. Or it just.
I don't know if he did it or if he didn't handle it with no like. He didn't.
Well, I know it's not like
you still got to be a good winner in your innocence. I think.
Yeah, like I think what he did might have been like frowned upon because I just think they were like having sex and it was like a lot of drugs involved. So somebody might have been like, "Nigga, I don't know what the fuck was going on," and him being like, he just thought he was on his rock star bag, and it was like, "Hey, nigga, relax." So,
that's a possibility.
Yeah, I don't know I never really like did like the homework on that. Once I saw like him clapping back, I was like, well, let's open the shut case, folks. Go ahead and see who else they're gonna put on The Voice, cause
I'm gonna go ahead and if I was a betting man, I'm gonna bet against.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and shut that on down. All right.
Yeah, it was gonna. Yeah, that's gonna. Yep, it be like that sometimes.
Pretty much.
Hey, all right, we gonna end this one with a goddamn laugh. Big Soldier boy.
I'm not fucking with Young Draco.
Young Draco. Tiger had the best comeback in 2018. Tiger
because they ain't had a bag.
Tiger. First off, as a bald nigga, I'm offended his hairline was so crooked. Like as a nigga who's bald,
big facts.
I would have like you got to do better if you still got your shit.
First of all,
like he ain't receding nothing. This shit just crooked. Like that was so upsetting.
As a nigga,
Soldier might be bald head and got a lace front. Soldier got one of them lace fronts, and he stuck his shit on in a hurry to get on the live.
Like, you got all this clickety clank on your chest. You can't go to the barber, my nigga.
First off,
barbers come to your house when you rich. Like,
nah, he was on a lot of drugs when he was on that red carpet. Like it was way more than like he was on a lot of drugs.
I've seen. Look, our favorite
Soldier Boy still wear baggies.
Look, man, your favorite, doo-wop singer was on heroin. And that hair was laid, all right? So, when they hear this drug shit, you niggas on the wrong drugs. That's why you goddamn songs is bad.
Soldier had the yellow glasses on. He said, I need my percentages. My percentages.
That nigga said his Percocets. I need my Percocets on deck.
He's trying to say Percocet and percentages, and he just
that nigga on Percocets and bath salts. I'm scared. Like
Percocet, want one? Yeah, about 10 perk my bag. That's the funniest interview ever. But yeah, this nigga Soldier said y'all need to put him on the Millennium Tour, Big Draco. He said he gonna bring the purple gun. Yeah, I just thought that was fucking hilarious, and I just think Soldier like
they dropped a fucking ad for the Millennium Tour. I'm like, all them niggas hate each other. Like,
you can tell.
I'm like, them niggas try to get this bag. They look like, man,
times is hard.
I'll beat the shit out this nigga. It look like as soon as that camera get the fuck from around me.
Times is hard. Times is hard.
Goddamn, I don't know. Reality checks ain't kicking in like that. I don't know.
Times hard, bro. Times gotta be. And
like,
nigga, them tickets is like $300.
Them niggas look upset with each other.
Nigga, them tickets is expensive. I was like, damn, do I get some white jeans with these tickets? Like, do I get to battle these niggas or something?
I don't know.
Like, do I get to be a 2K for one day? Like, what the fuck do I get for these expensive ass tickets?
I'm not paying $300 for that shit.
I thought they wanted like I thought I was on like I thought it was the 40 ball.
Yeah.
I thought I was gonna be able to go and get there with
40 ball.
I thought I was gonna be able to get in there with the 40 ball. Like I ain't gonna hold you up.
Nigga said $300. I can't.
Nigga said
I'm trying
300.
to think, like, look, 300 is a lot, man. Pretty Ricky didn't get me that much ass in high school. Like,
I ain't got $300 worth of nostalgia for a nigga.
Man, you know,
I got a 40 ball for y'all. I got a cold 40 ball. Yeah, I thought y'all was gonna. Thought y'all niggas was gonna. I was gonna pay $55 plus like tax and processing of the online ticket and everything. I had $57 because it always end on some weird number. I had $57 for this shit.
I ain't finna do that for Lil Saint.
Nope.
I ain't finna do that for Lil Saint at all.
I almost fought the real Lil Saint at an open run basketball game one time. That's the funniest shit. Like the nigga who played Lil Saint, I almost fought him at an open run basket. He was in the dope. Like we was adults. This shit happened like 2 summers ago. Swear to God. Sitting there.
Really fucked me up.
Me and the homies having an open run basketball game. I get to talking shit with Lil Saint. They was like, hey, man, you gotta chill. That's Lil Saint from You Got Served. I was like, somebody gonna be dancing in the rain for real for this nigga. He don't shut the fuck up.
Fucking Is he got power like that? They said you gotta be quiet. That's Lil Saint. Like, oh shit.
I think the homies is just like, I think they know the nigga, and then on top of that, I think they was just like, he a celebrity. Like he on he like, you know, he got a couple movies under his belt. Like Malcolm Brown, whatever his name is.
I cried for G Baby. I didn't do shit for Lil Saint. So
niggas was going.
Man, look.
Lil Saint was gonna take a real hard foul. I was gonna get Lil Saint one of them '90s New York Knicks fouls. Man, better shut the fuck up, little nigga.
He ain't fucking with G Baby. Okay.
Oh, no, not without a doubt. I don't know where G Baby at right now, but G Baby.
I hope G Baby doing well though.
I hope so. I really do too. I gotta Google him now. We're about to finish the episode. I'm an IMDb G Baby.
Like I'm sincerely now that I said I sincerely hope G Baby is doing well.
Right, like, check on him. Like you got this nigga cell phone number or something.
Let's call it. Somebody whoever if y'all.
You gotta check on your child stars because your child stars be doing bad, nigga.
Yeah, you man. What's Orlando Brown to rehab? You know,
yeah, man, your cousin.
Hopefully, he pop back.
My lady always walking here say shit like that to me. When black people be struggling and shit, she be like, "Your cousin in the news." I be like, "Who the fuck my cousin?"
Yeah, like
who the fuck is my cousin that's in the news? Orlando Brown be on Dr. Phil with contact lenses when she flipped the phone towards me. I be like, "You my motherfucking cousin."
Did G Baby like start rapping? Well, it don't say nothing about him being dead on Google. So
if he ain't in dead or in jail, as long as he okay. See, now you gotta check niggas' instas. Nigga ain't got a wiki page. I'm sure you got an Instagram.
I don't know. I can't find. Oh shit, nigga got a whole name and shit. It's real.
Yeah, man. I had a
I don't know. I'll find this later. I'm not that dedicated.
I don't know. G-Baby, I just feel like niggas don't be taking advantage of that shit. Y'all niggas need to be. I had a rapper who he at one point in his career he had a #1 Billboard song and he wanted me to manage him. I just told him one thing. I said, "Yo, my nigga, you had a song that was #1 on Billboard. Put that in your bio on Instagram."
I'm saying.
Told that nigga that 3 months ago. Still nothing. I ain't talked to the nigga since.
Good for you, I think.
Yeah, I didn't have that. You get one test, my nigga. #1 song in that. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel that's a bad. You're bad.
I'll tell you off the air. I'll tell you.
Whoever, yes sir, you're bad at the. I see why that's it. That's all you had was just that one.
Yeah, it's quite upsetting. I'm like, dog, he was #1 on Billboard. Period. I was like, oh, you're a fuck. But yeah,
yeah, that's that, folks. That's a goofy ass nigga.
I'll tell you off.
You deserve all the L's you get.
I'll tell you off the air. Like I'm like, yo, fam. Oh, I told him that, and I told him like, yo, get your verification badge too.
Is he from out here?
Yeah.
He could be in the club throwing whole bricks, still taped the bitches' heads like Blueface.
Oh, shout out! Look, Blueface is LeVar Ball lost son, and he ain't told nobody. The Blueface Ball. The Blueface Ball. He was talking about that shit earlier. The Blueface Ball be out here wilding out. He be throwing bricks of money at bitches' faces.
Like it's no more. Like if you throw it and like the money blows up and like singles, you stupid. He kept that shit taped and just bam.
I could tell the first girl wasn't expecting it because she didn't even squint when he threw it.
Yo,
like the second video I see, the girls like they squint when he threw it. They knew it was coming. The first girl really was like twerking her ass off. She was working. She was like, "Bitch, Blueface gonna put me on his live. Like I'm gonna turn around, bam." She was like, "Oh shit, I got a black eye from the money. Oh, I got a black eye from the. ooh, I got a blue face from blue face.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, it's D1 quarterback go long bow.
Bruh, this nigga is a former quarterback too. Like,
no, like I be thinking about that. Like, wow, he really tossing that bitch like downfield. Like,
yeah, now you got a blue face on his face.
I always like, and I was wondering if like I just had like real goofy thought, like they sitting there face down, ass up. I wonder if they're like having a conversation with each other, like, can't believe this motherfucker hit me in the head. You know, with a big brick of money. Like,
I think that happens afterwards. I think you can, if you realize what's happening during the shit, you get up. I hope you would. So I think them bitches like the strippers just be like,
said that shit. Like, this mother hit me in my face with some goddamn money. Holy shit!
Hit me in my face with some goddamn money. Yeah.
Wow.
I think you just kind of let it ride because if you think about it while it's happening,
yeah,
then your parents automatically start crying.
they cry that like one single tear.
Like, one single tear for no reason. They just be sitting at a dinner table with tears start rolling down both their face. They don't even ask each other why. They just keep eating mashed potatoes.
They still better parents than the parents that are surviving R. Kelly shit.
Bust down, Tatiana. Anybody's better parents than them. Any fucking body.
I hate all of
Oh shit.
yo, I hate.
Right, we go.
I hate all. I'm not even talking about this. I hate all social media.
The internet.
That's all.
The internet.
Oh shit! Y'all stop this fucking.
It's undefeated. 2019, the internet's still undefeated.
Yeah, y'all stop all this goddamn like used to be. You know how time is. What time is done? It's fucked y'all up. Okay,
Yeah.
some of y'all.
This 10-year challenge. Oh yeah,
this 10-year challenge.
Whoa,
Y'all gotta knock it off.
Yeah,
Oh,
some
no.
of y'all
Gotta.
Some of y'all better repost y'all glow up pics.
Knock
Don't
it off.
Don't do it.
Y'all
Don't do it.
Don't do it.
Don't do it. You won't see. You ain't gonna see me doing it.
It's a lot out
Ain't
here.
gonna see me doing it.
Yeah, I just want y'all to be y'all best selves, and y'all are not.
That's not.
That.
No. Yeah.
Look,
In the year 2019 on you. That's what he said. I ain't gonna believe it.
I don't want that.
I don't believe that yet.
I really was.
Lil Uzi, that's my little cousin. That's my little cousin. So
dead ass. Like I really.
I don't want Uzi to stop doing music. But yeah, man.
Somebody call Uzi when y'all out there. Call him up. Make sure he all right.
Yeah, I'm a DM this nigga out.
Yeah.
Let him see what's going on with Uzi. I'm gonna check on him. I might take a day off from work.
Just pull up on me. Come on, man. Let's go. Let's talk about it.
Roll into work tomorrow morning like, hey, I ain't gonna be able to stay today. My little cousin, Uzi,
Yeah.
my cousin Uzi, he talking about he gonna stop doing music. I gotta go talk to him. He gonna quit his job. So I gotta take a day off from my job, make sure he don't quit his.
Get that boy something to eat.
I said, you get him a Capri Sun. Get a little Uzi a Capri Sun in the Lunchable. He be all right. He need a nap.
Yeah, that's it.
Let him ride his dirt bike. Get him a Capri Sun in the Lunchable. Give him the big Lunchable that got the Capri Sun in there
Dead ass.
with a little Snicker bar. And he be all right. And let him ride his dirt bike for a little while. Turn his cell phone off. That's all he need. Act like your grandmama. I was going through some fucked up shit last week. My mama told me. She said, you want me to buy you a new mattress? You just need a good night's rest.
Okay.
I said, yeah, Mom. All right.
Yeah,
I'm going to go ahead and leave now.
That's really had to attack
Nigga,
those
world
issues.
was crashing down a week ago. Mama offered to buy a nigga a new mattress so he could sleep better. Because that would fix it.
That's an effective way
Yeah.
of
I said, all right, Mom, I'm going to go ahead.
suppressing trauma.
I'm going to go ahead and get out of here, Mom.
Well, her heart was in the right place.
Yeah. That'd be my favorite exit. Like when people say them, I'm gonna go, all right, I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. Like,
yeah, I like being old enough for that to really hit. Like it wasn't really good when I was like, 19. Like, no, I'm go ahead and head out now. All right, you be good. You all right?
yeah.
Okay.
All right now.
All right.
Start hitting nigga with the old goodbyes.
Yeah. Yeah, all right. Y'all be good now.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. Yep. I guess we.
And that's what we finna do. We finna
Yep.
go
All
and get out
right.
here.
Podcast gonna go ahead and get out of here now.
Yep. Y'all got
Okay. Yeah. About an hour.
That was an album.
About an hour.
Oh, we good, man. Y'all shit. Y'all
I
got
can't. How old do you got to be to start putting random letters in words?
I thought you just had to be from Memphis.
Because you definitely gotta listen to music. Gotta listen to some music. And hey man, grew up playing music. Playing what, sir?
Yo, music. I don't care what nobody say. Like, Young Dolph got the best disrespectful shit, and it's the you big head motherfucker. Dog, I can fuck with nobody put on no track. Young Dolph got in that booth and said, "You big head motherfucker." And then I had to go, and every time I listen to that song, I pull up a Yo Gotti picture, and it kills me every time.
Do you remember Yo Gotti got sued because somebody brought some hats to his video shoot, and they said he stretched them out? Do you remember that? Like, you know how like the wardrobe people bring hats and shit? They sued Yo Gotti because they said Yo Gotti stretched out like some Mitchell & Ness hats, some like some throwback hats.
Going home.
I want to go home, bro. Hey, yo, we go. We go.
Oh, shit.
Yo Gotti gonna shoot the shit out of us.
Go find a big head motherfucker.